viewers, Namaskar. Wishing you all a happy Bahuda Yatra. In view of the prevalent COVID conditions, you are requested to adhere to the COVID appropriate behaviors like wearing masks properly, washing hands frequently, maintaining social distancing and avoiding crowded places. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, digital transformation is one of the key tools to achieve cultural transformation of the organization, says CEO RSP. And SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant collaborates with Indian Railways to provide life-saving gas to medical units across the country. And now, the news in detail. In a rapidly advancing technological world, digital transformation is one of the key tools to achieve total cultural transformation of an organization, said Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO, in the inaugural session of the 2 days workshop on digital transformation and Industry 4.0 being held at HRD Center of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant RSP from 20th to 21st July 2021. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Operations, shared the dais with the CEO on the occasion. Mr. Ashok Kumar Kundu, ED Mines, Mr. A.K. Pradhan, ED Projects, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED P&A, Mr. C.R. Mohapatra, CGM in charge MM and Marketing, Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM in charge F&A, Ms. Atashi Parmanik, CGM in charge AI and IT, many other Chief General Managers, CGMs, were present on the occasion. Many other heads of departments and senior officers of the plant joined the session through virtual mode. Notably, the workshop is being organized with expert support of Messrs. Tata Communications. Speaking further on the topic, Mr. Deepak Chattaraj said, "In the modern competitive age, we need to adapt to the changes to consolidate our position to sustain as well as contribute to the growth of the society at large." The ferocity of the pandemic also reinforced the importance of digital technology as a key to sustain. Emphasizing on an effective human-machine interface HMI, the CEO detailed out the areas of the steel plant where automation can be explored to obtain more advantage from technological interventions. He stressed on the need of further reducing cost of production to maintain the competitive advantage which RSP has been able to gain in the recent past. We need to readdress and reorient our people for achieving the cultural transformation, which is the only way to excel. Let's organize, structure and realign the organization to remain agile and adaptable since we are answerable to our future generation, he added. The CEO also spoke about the upcoming technologically advanced hot strip mill 2 that will help the steel plant make a quantum jump in digital transformation. In his address, Mr. Suryavanshi said, "Industry 4.0 is a basic need of an industry. Digital transformation is the fundamental change for any organization and it has been rapidly expanding after the COVID pandemic. RSP has prepared a roadmap for adopting futuristic technologies and striving ahead to add more values to its operation." At the outset, a team of Tata Communications led by Mr. Rajiv Desai, Head Strategic Engagements, Solution and Products, made an elaborate preparation on digital transformation and Industry 4.0. The elaborate presentation included the significance of digitalization in the changing business scenario to achieve excellence in men, machine and materials and facilities chain. Earlier, Mr. S. Palchaudhary, CGM I&A, in his introductory address spoke about the vision document of RSP for achieving digital transformation. Ms. Rajshri Banerjee, CGM HRD, welcomed the gathering and briefly outlined about the program. Ms. Shanti Kumari, DGM HRD, coordinated the inaugural session, while Mr. Faraz Abbasi, AGM C&IT, proposed a formal vote of thanks. SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant RSP, and Indian Railways, two trusted partners of the nation, collaborated effectively to provide life-saving medical-grade liquid oxygen LMO to various medical units spread across the nook and corner of the country during the peak period of the COVID-19 pandemic. The gigantic organizations worked in tandem to transport more than 9,000 tons of LMO in 371 ISO tankers and 122 road tankers in 136 rigs in between April 2021 and June 2021. The Indian Railway, with a wide and vast rail network connecting every corner of the country, acted swiftly to develop special corridors and deliver the life-saving ingredient through Oxygen Express, a distinct carrier for the purpose. It is noteworthy here that there was a huge demand of LMO in healthcare facilities across the country. RSP, the first public sector undertaking in India to adopt basic oxygen furnace route of steel making, rose to the occasion to utilize its potential to stand by the nation. The steel plant, with a robust oxygen generation infrastructure, took up the responsibility to meet the exigency along with the other SAIL units. Accordingly, the steel plant converted the industrial oxygen with a purity of about 99.5% to medical oxygen with a purity of around 93.5% and free from all contaminations, adopting suitable modifications. Besides, the Oxygen Plant Collective of RSP worked relentlessly round the clock to produce and load the precious gaseous element. The dedicated efforts were visible when the team clocked record single dispatches thrice in the month of May 2021. That's all for today's news bulletin. Namaskar.